guys? Happy Friday. It's Daryl here. It's 2 p.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I want to talk about role models. I want to talk about what a fantastic role model Michelle Obama was and Barack Obama. Um, Barack Obama, an honest, educated man. Michelle Obama, educated. She cared about children. I truly believe. Look back at back in the 50s when Trump supporters say, America was great, and how they want to get back there again. Remember back then how parents would want their children to idolize the president. You could grow up and be the president someday. Can you imagine that nowadays? Can you imagine any? I'm curious. Any of you Trump supporters out there? Do you tell your kids to grow up to be like Donald Trump? Do you want your children to grow up to be like Donald Trump? A lying, manipulating man who's never done an honest day's work in his life. In a cheater. He's on his third wife now. Is that the role model that you would want for your children? What comes to mind, of course, again, is when he mocked the handicapped reporter. Is that something you'd want your children to imitate, to make fun of handicapped people? It's getting to the point where I wouldn't even be surprised if Trump supporters would be okay with that. I've lately, to get off subject a bit, but Tucker Carlson putting down Tammy Duckworth, or the soldier, the woman soldier that lost two legs. I don't think Trump supporters have any compassion or empathy for handicapped people whatsoever. I think they're truly ugly people with no compassion. But anyway, hey, let's get back to the role models. What about Melania Trump? Melania Trump's probably one of the worst role models. Can you imagine Melania Trump being a role model for little girls? It's not telling little girls that you could use your brain, you could become a scientist. You don't need a man. You're smart enough and strong enough to be your own person. You could be a professional. You could be anything you want. And we have Melania Trump here, who basically has gotten through life with TNA. That's it. And marrying a rich guy, using her TNA. Is that the role model that we want for little girls? Really? We talk about how little girls have body issues these days. How teen girls have such issues with the media telling them what they're supposed to look like and all that. And we have the first lady, who I don't even think she finished. I don't believe she even finished college. She basically has made her way through life with her TNA and marrying a billionaire. Does she really love him? I doubt it. I remember her slapping his hand away, and that was about a year ago. Do you remember Melania looking at Justin Trudeau with those doe eyes, like ignoring Trump? Yeah, I don't think there's any love there. She just did it for money, using the old TNA. So, for role models, personally, I think Michelle Obama is one of the most beautiful, intelligent women in the world today. She did good work with improving school lunches. That was fantastic, because God knows today's children have problems with obesity and salt in their food and all that. And she worked to fix that, to help with that. And of course, Trump rolled that back. For what reason, I don't know. We have the President of the United States that basically made school lunches less healthy. There's your role model. somebody who cares about the children of this country, sending them into the jaws of death next month, regardless of the pandemic. Not a good role model. So I would say those days of the president being a role model are long gone. Um, who was it? George Washington. I cannot tell a lie. Chop down the cherry tree. Yeah, those days are long gone. Now it's basically you can't tell the truth. Donald Trump can't go a day without telling a lie. And it reminds me of Harry Truman. The buck stops here. Um, Once again, Donald Trump is pretty much the opposite. Except no responsibility. The buck passes right through here. Not the best role model. Not the best role model. And for little boys, think about it. I'm sure if you know, I'm not a parent, but I know kids hear everything. I know that 7, 6, 7, 8-year-old boys, and especially any boys over that age, they heard that thing about him grabbing women's genitalia. They heard that, and then their parents, their dad is okay with that. Can you imagine? Is that what you want your boy to grow up like? You're gonna get a call from the police department someday in the future, where your son has assaulted his date, because dad was okay with Trump, with his hero Trump grabbing female genitalia, because that's what guys do, locker room talk and all that. It's okay to do that stuff. It's what guys do. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Not only are Donald Trump and Melania not role models, but they're pretty much the opposite. They are what you wouldn't do anything for your kids not to end up like. And this is the couple that's going to make America great again. It's a disgrace. It is a disgrace to this country. It's an embarrassment and it is a disgrace, and we need to vote them the hell out in November. All right, you guys have a good Friday.